Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. And salutations to Allah, my there pushing His truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. I'm the brother Shamar Ahmad from GMS Miami, coming to you Akim with another Hebrew on the Sabbath. And with that being said, Shabbat Shalom. Alright, you know how it is. We're going to read the precept in Hebrew, English, and in Hebrew again. Whatsoever the Lord will have me say through the Spirit. I pray the Lord pour His Spirit upon me to let it be said. And the precept we're going to go into today is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16. I read it in Hebrew. It says, Allah Thahaya Taza Dayak Harab Wa Allah Thakhakum Yawathar Lama Thasha wa Mama. Alright? Which is to be said, be not righteous over much, I should say, Salakia. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Alright, and there's a lot of situations out there where where you have to make decisions, and some decisions are you being overwise, man. I know for myself, you can only speak from your own experiences. I know when I first came into this truth, okay, I had a little bit of over-righteousness in myself, and throughout the Yahawashi for setting apostles over me and having brothers around me who corrected my error, man. Okay, and my error was on the Sabbath days, which here I am on the Sabbath doing Hebrew on the Sabbaths. It's been a long way. But on the Sabbath days, all right, I wouldn't drive. I wouldn't eat any food that was cooked by anybody on that day. I wouldn't even crack open a bottle of water if it wasn't cracked open before the Sabbath day. Okay? And brothers had to make me bring to my realization that I was being a little bit over too righteous, man. Because there's been times where I was damn near almost starving on the Sabbath days because I would refuse to eat my mother's food because she cooked it, and those were the days when I stayed with my mother. I would refuse to eat the food because she had cooked it, or I would refuse to drink a bottle of water. I would refer to the faucet water because the bottle of water was not cracked open, man. All right, in that case, I was being over-righteous, and if I had continued that way, I could have destroyed myself, man. Who knows, one day I could have probably been extra famished and extra thirsty, and I could have just dropped dead, man. But the water, Yahawashi, for His grace and for His mercy, by His rebuke and His reproof and His correction that He had poured the Spirit upon His men to correct me with, man. All right, and there's several other examples of men being over-righteous, man. Like in the sense of this dude, Alizé Sakari. All right, he's being over-righteous in the sense too when it comes to eating food that are cooked on these so-called holidays, man. Which the scriptures tell you that, hey, those gods are no gods. All right, so if somebody offers you a plate of food on those days, and you know for a fact that you don't celebrate those holidays, and you eat it, you're not to be condemned because you prayed over it in the name of Yahawashi, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, which everything you do eat in this society, all right, is prayed over. So you'll have to pray over it anyways, man. Okay. So this dude is over here is, basically trying to condemn people for eating on those days, which, hey, if you go to any restaurant on those days to buy something to eat, all right, if you look at it from his perspective, you would be eating food that would have been sacrificed to those days anyway, man, to those idols, or whatever the case may be. So in that case, he's being over righteous, man. All right. So read it again in Hebrew. It says, Allah Thahaya Taza Dayak Harab Wa Allah Thach Kam Thacham Salakia Thacham Salakia tongue twister. Thacham, there you go. Yahawathar Lamah Thasha Wa Mama. Alright? And Lord's word, this edition was edifying. Okay, and it serves to, to you Akim or sisters out there. Alright, hey, Rawchaa Qadash Barakatum. If you don't know if something is being if you don't know if what you're doing is you're being over righteous, hey, that's why scripture say seek counsel, do nothing without counsel, man. If you are a man who calls on Yahawah and you have a body of brethren with you, ask those brethren, all right, counsel with them. Or if you are a woman that says you believe in the Lord and you have a believing husband, all right, ask him, and he'll let you know if it's you being over righteous or not. All right. So with that, shalom.